Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of speed reviewing everything that I've tried for the last couple months. And today we're tackling cheek products. And I have a lot of them, so let's get right into it. Starting off with bronzers, the first one is the Essence Soft Touch Bronzer. As you can see, the packaging is not the best, it's already rubbing off, but on the other hand, it's a $5 bronzer and I absolutely love it. This is one of the most blendable, most beautiful, most blurring bronzers at the drugstore. It's just gorgeous. It blends itself. You don't need to worry. It's buildable. It's not like straight pigment that you need to work around. You can build it up to have a very good pigment. The shade range is very small, so many of you probably won't be able to find a shade that works for you in the range, but if you do, I highly recommend this one. Also, I feel like this is the closest dupe to the next product we're going to be talking about. And that is the Fenty Sunstalker Souffle Bronzer. So they're not dupes in the sense that that one is not like putty, it doesn't go down like this one, but the way that they apply and the way that they work are very similar. They are very buildable, they are very blurring, they are very beautiful, mattifying on the skin. This one, I feel like it is faster to build up than this one. I really like it. Super blendable, lasts very well. I have no problems with application other than the fact that I feel like I need a lot of time to build up pigment. And that might not be a bad thing for you if you are a beginner and you want something that's super subtle. That's a good thing. But I do feel like when I try to use it, I do need to have a little bit more patience and to build it up more. One thing that I would say that makes it easier and that helps the process is getting a very dense brush. That's what I've been doing. Don't go in with a brush like this. Go for something a little bit denser and like more bristly and you'll get it done faster. I really think it's a very unique product. I really like it. Lasts very well, very easy to work with, and is very beginner friendly because it does build up very slowly and very gently. So highly recommend this one. Very interesting product. Very happy with it. And the packaging is gorgeous. The next product is an oldie but a goodie, but I've only tried it recently. It's one of the Milani bronzers. They have since been reformulated, so I'm late to the game. And this is the old formulation, but this is a very beautiful bronzer. Works by itself, blends by itself, very like glowy and beautiful without being shiny or metallic or anything like that. Very, very happy with this one. The color is also great. I couldn't ask for anything else. You can use it as a bronzer on its own or as a topper. It doesn't emphasize any of your texture, so it's a cult classic for a reason. Now for powder blushes. I have two of the Milani blushes. This is also the old formulation, so I'm gonna be quick. Love them. I'm wearing Luminoso today. I also have Very Amour. They're gorgeous. I just wanted to understand the hype around this, and I do now. They look super glowy without looking metallic, without emphasizing any of my pores. I love them. They're great. I'm hoping to pick up more colors because they're super affordable and they compare to a lot of luxury formulas in that regard. Next up, we have the Essence Soft Bake Blush, and I really tried to make this work. First of all, I feel like it's getting a little bit hard to bend, which I do not like, but other than that, I feel like the only way that I can make this work is as a blush topper on top of something else. By itself, I don't like it. I don't feel like it looks even. Sometimes it sticks to a few areas of my cheeks, like looks darker and splotchy in some areas. I don't really like the color, but that's my problem, not the formulations. But overall, I feel like you have better products out there like this. But I do feel like they were trying to dupe the Rare Beauty Luminous blushes. I haven't tried that formulation, so I can't say for sure, but I feel like that was their goal. I don't really think this is a good product. I don't feel like it's going to be a good dupe, so pass. From Essence, the Soft Touch Blush. The packaging has the same problem as the bronzer, is fading off, but I'm fine with that because this blush is gorgeous. Pretty much the same formulation as the bronzer, blurring, soft matte. It's just beautiful, blends by itself, great color, lasts all day, no problems with longevity, and I would consider them an alternative to the Rare Beauty bouncy blushes. This doesn't go down like this one does, but I feel like they apply very similarly. So if you've been wanting to try this blush from Rare Beauty, try this one without breaking the bank. Really, really good product. Highly, highly recommend it as well. Next up, I have a colorful blush case from Sephora. This is shade 02 Pink Sunset. Formulation-wise, long-lasting, easy to blend, No problems, really. I'm not the biggest fan of the color, and I feel like it looks borderline metallic sometimes. It's not as subtle as the Millennium ones, but it's not as intense as the Essence, for example. I feel like if they have matte shades, I would love them so much more than I like this one. I feel like it's just a color problem and not a formulation problem, so I would still say try them out in store because I feel like they are good blushes. I have two highlighters for you. The first one is the Health highlighter, and everyone's saying it's a dupe for the Rare Beauty one. I wouldn't say they are exact dupes. They are alternatives to one another because this is much more subtle than the Rare Beauty one, but it's still beautiful and it looks super good on your skin. It's not really glittery, it's more shiny, but it's just not as intense and as smooth as the Rare Beauty ones, but also it's very beautiful. Not everything needs to be a dupe, and it doesn't mean it's not a good product because it isn't a dupe. Really like it, very good for the price, and I would say from the drugstore is one of the most intense highlighters that I've tried nonetheless. Next up is the Soft Touch Bouncy Glow from Essence. This one is more of a powder texture more than any other product from the Soft Touch line. Once you actually start touching it, it does become a little bit more creamy, as you can see, but I feel like it needs to be warmed up to get to that. It is a little bit more shimmery than, for example, the e.l.f. one, and I prefer my highlighters to not be as shimmery. It's a middle-of-the-row highlighter. I wouldn't run out of my way to get it, but since I have it, I use it, and I have no problems like with longevity or anything like that. It's just a little bit more shimmery than I like. We're moving on into liquid products, and we're starting off with the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush and Bronzer. I really like the bronzer, super easy to work. I feel like it's a dupe for the Rare Beauty Liquid Bronzer. Nothing to say about this one other than the fact that it's super blendable, lasts all day, and super easy to work with. Highly recommend this one. Super inexpensive, and you get a lot of product in here since it is super pigmented. Next up is the blush. I don't like this color that much, but I do like the formulation. The only thing that I would say is I would skip shades with the same shimmer that this one has because I do feel like the shimmer gets a little bit uneven. So if you need to pick between both of them, I would go for the bronzer, but I would also say that I'm not the biggest fan of liquid blushes, so take my review with a grain of salt. Highly recommend the bronzer, not so much the blush because I'm very picky with the way blushes look on my cheeks, so I like this one much better than I like this one. Next up, we have the wand products from Health, and we're starting off with a bronzer. Love this one, super lightweight. It's thinner than the liquid one. If you want something that's a little bit more lightweight, I would go for this one. They both work great. This one is a little bit more expensive and has a little bit less product in it, so if you're worried about that, I would go for the liquid one. But if you like a wand sort of a packaging, this one is very, very good, very lightweight, super blendable, kind of close to the Charlotte Tilbury, but the Charlotte Tilbury is more watery. So great product. I'm wearing it today. It lasts all day, easy to blend, doesn't get finicky with anything on top. Nothing bad to say about this one. The blush wand. This one I don't really like as much. Again, is a blush. I feel like the fact that it has shimmer in it also works against it. I feel like it gets a little bit more even or like moves around a little bit more. I don't like it as much, but again, I don't feel like I'm the most reliable person to review liquid blushes because I'm not the biggest fan of them. So yeah, I like the contour one better. If you're looking for a blush, maybe see if they have a color without so much shimmer. This is in the shade Rosé You Slay. Lastly, I have the highlighting wand. This one is a good one. I had a little bit of trouble with it at the first few uses because I felt like it was moving around a little bit of the blush, but then I stopped applying blush, like a liquid blush, before I applied this one, and it worked fine. I felt like it just wasn't agreeing with the products that I was trying to work with. So it is not the most agreeable product once again, but if you're looking for a liquid highlighter, I feel like this has a gorgeous glow. I feel like it's an okay product. I'm just once again not the biggest fan of liquid products, especially highlighters and blushes, but I kind of love bronzers. The last cream product that I have is the Catrice Velvet Pudding Blurring Blush, and I bought this one because I've heard good things about it. I didn't like it once again. I feel like it doesn't agree with me, but we're getting into the same rhythm here. it's a cream blush, so I don't tend to like cream blushes. But out of all of them, this was the one that agreed the least with me. So if I'm not wearing anything, like no foundation, nothing underneath, it works okay. From the moment that I start applying it on top of something else, it goes patchy. So if you have the same problems as me with blushes, just skip this one. The last product in today's video is the Brow Lifting Gel Set from Essence. This is trash. It does nothing for your brows. It's kind of shiny, which I find really weird for a brow gel. I don't want my brows to be shiny. It doesn't hold my brows. It just gets them kind of goopy. Overall, just go for NYX brow products. This is not it. I was looking for to see if this was like an Anastasia like dupe. It's not. There's a lot of product in there, but it's just not worth it. So yeah, you guys, that's it for today's speed reviews. Hope you enjoyed. A lot of fails, but a lot of great products as well. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!